Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on the one for you. And guys, the following clips from one of my live streams. And please remember that I go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, come and join the lives. We laugh, we cry, we laugh until we cry. And we'll get to this clip. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 50304s that is linked in the description. Join my Discord, check out the playlist at the end. I'm offering memberships now, so guys, hit the join button or the link in the description because memberships really help the channel out. And let's get into this. Young 304s have no, like, if you ask them who's stronger, they do one of two things. The first thing that they do is they say women are stronger and they automatically like deflect to what they think is strong. Because guys, we live with the arrogance and the ignorance of abundance, where chicks think that emotional strength is more important than anything else, when they're the most emotionally weak creatures on the planet, right? But if you ask, are men physically stronger? They either get mad and in their feelings, they either won't answer the question.
How dare you?
Or they'll actually have the balls and say that women are stronger and then throw out some crazy thing like, oh, well, you know, there was a China in WWE who benched 400 pounds. Or they always try and they'll point to some crazy outlier, or they'll they just BS, or they just won't answer the question. Or they'll try and be like, well, it depends on what you mean by strength. Guys, put a one, we could definitively say men are stronger than women. How is that a controversial statement to make? Guys, the average 14-year-old boy would just massacre a full-grown woman. Massacre. Like, this is not a thing. Guys, have you seen... Guys, the thing about this whatever podcast that I don't like is how they never use practical examples. Guys, if some 304 says that men aren't stronger than women, ask him, should a man ever hit a woman back? And they'll be like, well, no. You're like, why? Well, because he's stronger. Thank you very much. Ding, 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 ding. Absolutely insane. The very fact that, guys, I'll pull up 3 or 4 examples of this whatever podcast where they're sitting there having this conversation. Why do we even need to have this conversation? Do you guys think that in the Middle East, that in South America, that in Russia, and all these other areas, they have this conversation? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. These chicks think that a lot of guys walk away or guys aren't intimidated by chicks. We are intimidated by the system that they can use against us if we actually sock them back. You know? Here we go.
So I'm just going to read them really quick. Yo, trad wife Cleo, as a woman, men are superior to women in any and every way.
Now, this stripper here cannot actually say that men are stronger.
Way. Not my word. Don't shoot the messenger here. Question for the girls. Would you rather be in a house with a man in a house or a woman in a house if there was a break-in? Love you, Chase. Wait, so would you rather be in a house with a man or in a house? What?
If there was a break-in, would you rather be with a man?
I swear to God, Korg, this Brian guy's the worst podcast host there is.
Yeah, I can't watch that podcast. I've tried, and it's just.
Well, but here's the thing: it's good when Andrew Wilson's on there because Andrew Wilson's clips go viral. You know what I'm saying? But it's because Andrew Wilson's so much better at making arguments and making points. He's direct. You know what I'm saying? And this guy tries to play this neutral. You know, It's like, no, dude. And he puts with so much disrespect. It's crazy.
Or a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Whoever has a gun.
Okay.
Neither have a gun. Everything's equalized. Would you rather a man protect you or a woman?
If everything's equalized, then it doesn't matter. If they're
No. I mean, like in
strong.
terms of weapons.
No, I think
Just
so. What
your
you're
bodies.
saying?
Weapons
You're saying
That's your bodies.
I don't know what
there's
their bodies look like.
You're saying that there's.
Come on.
Chase is saying that
Statistically, men are stronger. So
Chase is saying that the guy you're with or the woman you're with doesn't have a weapon. Would you prefer the person who would potentially be helping you defend in that situation? Would you prefer that be a man or a woman?
How am I supposed to know? A woman, okay.
Well,
a man
we
can
know
be built like the guy at the computer.
Would you
that sits at
rather
the
it was the
computer all day,
average
or-
man or the average woman?
I don't know what either one are built like. I don't.
Now, guys, this is why you can't talk to these modern women. They make everything so complicated. Guys, she knows goddamn well what the answer is. But have you ever noticed, guys, that when they don't want to answer the question, they always try and make it so complicated? They're like, oh, well, you gotta understand, it's complex, it's complicated. No, it's not.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that, guys. Guys, hold on. Here. Hey, Korg, have you ever watched high school basketball highlights?
Yeah, I've seen some.
Here you go, guys.
Damn.
And now these are high school players. Hold on. Now these kids can dunk. These kids can't do shit. But hold on, where's watch? Guys, these are high school kids. These are high school kids doing this. Now, how is it young boys in high school can slam dunk, but WNBA players can't? Is it funny? Matter of fact, guys, here, hold on, Corey, hold on. Let's look at middle school basketball. Here we go. Let's look at this. Because matter of fact, there was a video that had the middle school players wailing on WNBA players. They're in middle school. Some of these kids can dunk in middle school. There's a kid who dunks here in a little bit more. And look, guys, you put these kids against WNBA players, and it's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? He's in middle school. What the fuck is going on, guys? How is this even a thing? How?
If you're 19 years old, you've seen the average. You've
here. If we can concede that certainly there are some women that are stronger than men. Absolutely, there are kind of weak dudes, and there are super strong women. She hip thrusts what? What did you say? 500 pounds?
No, 590 pounds.
Oh, excuse me, 590. My bad. There are some very strong women who are capable of defending themselves.
This chick, she just likes being the center of attention because she was on there before trying to say that her mom could beat up 80% of men. And then he's like, you think your mom can't even beat up Brock Lesnar? Why? I think she would stand a chance, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Guys, this chick, she just likes arguing because now all of the attention's on her. This is why, guys, you can't even argue these dunderheaded 304s, man. Yes. Yeah, Reza said it, contrarians. Guys, there are men and women that are contrarians, right? Just constant contrarians. If everyone else thinks it, they'll think the opposite. If anyone else so whatever everyone else seems to be doing, they just want to do the opposite.
Some are martial artists. We're not saying that no women can be stronger than men.
I know.
However, can you at least agree with this? Most men are stronger than most women.
I don't know the statistics. No,
there's not a fucking
life
statistic.
experience.
Holy
Life
shit.
experience.
Well, let's equalize
Okay.
it then. Let's just say it's a man. It's a man and a
Show
woman.
it.
No, there
Pull it
are
up.
statistics.
Yeah, I mean,
So
like
man-
basic common
Here,
sense,
Nick,
though.
search Google for average grip
Well, the
strength
man-
of men versus women.
We'll just say a man and a woman, both
We've already
130
had
pounds.
this-
They're both
we've already had this
bodybuilders, right? They both
conversation.
go to the same gym. They both have all of those things in common. They're 130 pounds. They both go to the gym. They both work out constantly. Which one would you rather?
You guys, here's the thing about this sisterhood. These chicks should be saying, you are a moron. And then watch, Andrew's going to call her stupid. And then they're all going to be like, you're attacking her.
How dare you?
They know for a fact she's being stupid. If you were to swap these genders, guys, and have 3 chicks talking to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes, and one of them's being stupid, all the guys are like, hey, moron, why are you being stupid?
Yep.
Absolutely. It's guys, you guys are going to lose some brain cells watching this. I'm sorry, guys.
I defend you.
Do I need a study to see that?
Look, no, we don't.
Blue?
We don't need
It's
to
not
study
about the
it.
sky,
Look.
it's
The actual statistics is the average man who doesn't work out is his upper body is 3 times stronger at least than the average woman's upper body with no physical exercise.
If the man is stronger, my choice between this man and this woman, and the man is stronger, I will choose the man. If
Go
the
ahead,
choice,
pull it up. Men maximal hand grip strength showed the expected clear difference between men. Less expected was the gender-related distribution of hand grip strength. 90% of females produced less force than 95% of males.
As if she even understands what that means.
So 95% of males
And
were
this-
stronger than 90% of females.
this is grip strength. This is not fighting strength.
Let's just say you had to
I'm
choose.
telling you.
Hang on,
I mean,
that's
just
fair. that's
carry
fair.
a gun,
I get it.
ladies.
It's
I know
fair.
you
Just carry a
I know
gun.
I get it. It's fair. So let's just try it this way. You had to choose blind. You have to choose blind, right?
It's gonna work.
So
It's not going to work. I'm
no,
sorry.
you have to. That's
Okay,
the
that's why
nature.
I'm
This is the
responding.
nature of the hypothetical. You have to choose blind, whether or not you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get
It's just a roll of the dice.
a super tough, awesome ass kicking chick who knows ninjutsu or a UFC fighter dude. You don't know. You know what I mean? It's a 50-50 shot. You don't know what you're going to get. Who would you roll for? Who would you roll for? Who would you
Guys, this is whatever is so popular. It's not because of the host. It's because of the absolute dunderheads that come on the show.
Well,
Guys,
that's why I quit
this-
watching it because I feel like I'm being bukkakied with stupid.
Yeah, because this is California. This is New York. This is Washington State. This is New Jersey. This is Miami. This is what blue states, woke blue states are, and their colleges and stuff are an assembly line for dunderheads just like this. Lenny, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
hope came out the other end?
She's
A
not gonna.
strong
She's not gonna.
individual. I'm
not gonna give it to you.
genuinely-
Yeah, no,
but
no,
there's
but
so
who
many
would you?
variables
But
in
if you
this
had
hypothetical
to choose
situation.
one or the other blind, you don't know, right? Which, right? You're rolling the dice. You can only choose one. Do you want a man to come out or do you want a woman to come out? You don't know what the variables of them are going to be. You only know this one task, which is that they're going to defend your
You
life.
guys, and this is why, Andrew, there are times where like even he doesn't use practical examples. If you were getting assaulted, you call the cops. You should talk to all the ladies. Ladies, if a cop came to your house, who would you want to show up, man or woman? And they would just automatically raise their hands to man. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Which one would you pick? Which one would you pick?
I just want to let you two gentlemen know
I don't have
I'm
a
witnessing the case against the 19th Amendment play out in front of my eyes right
You
now.
actually don't have a preference. Wait. You don't have a preference then?
This is early Andrew. This is when he first started coming on the show, and he honestly couldn't believe how stupid people are. Because this clip's like a year old, but this is probably from like 2 years ago. You know?
Okay, so you're giving me rolling the dice, right? All of the women
You
in
guys-
the world, all of the men in the world.
Yeah.
How am I
Look at all these chicks are just like, are you serious? But guys, they don't want to go against the sisterhood. They don't want to seem mean. They should have shut this shit down like immediately.
supposed to roll a dice?
Because
and then even if they're gonna fight for my life with all of their strength that they have.
Hang on. Listen, a hypothetical is designed to test your logic, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So what we're doing is we're doing a thought experiment.
Hold on.
Modest Hikima donated $200. Girl 3, I'd quat to say. 4 on way to Red Pill. 1 wouldn't answer if she was forced into sex work. Call 911 please. Number 7.
Jacama.
On average, men are stronger. And you're saying, I'm not sure because unless I have the studies and this and that. So what I'm testing your logic to find out is this. If we had a situation where you had to choose blind, it's going to be a random woman or a random man who comes out to defend your life. And you could only choose one. There's a button there that's blue for man and red for woman.
And Andrew's wasting his breath. Wasting his breath, guys. Now, guys, once again, Andrew's not doing this to convince her. He's doing it for the audience. Guys, any type of show like this is because there's young guys watching this that are saying, wait a minute, I have a date tonight with a chick who's just like this. I need to cancel.
Right? Which button would you push? You can only push one.
I don't think she's gonna
Yeah,
go for it. Andrew.
I think we can ask
Okay,
this question a
You know
million
what?
different ways.
I will answer as close as possible to the answer that
Go ahead.
You
go
guys
ahead.
want me to answer?
No, I don't want
We
what
want.
you-
Okay.
We want what. Well,
I want to know what you think.
You guys see how all the attention's on her, right?
That's what I'm.
okay. Go
I don't
ahead.
want
Go
to
ahead.
hear what you
Go
think
ahead.
I want
Go
to
ahead.
hear.
Go ahead.
Okay. If we take all the men and all of the women in the world, and there are more stronger men in this numbers, in these numbers,
And
that
this
we're
roll
throwing
of
out,
dice.
if
that
there's
they're
more
saying.
strong men than there are strong women, I would choose the men.
Okay. Let me ask you a follow-up question
Does
related
that make
to that.
sense? Did that,
So-
was that thorough? Okay.
I think the previous question I asked you was, who do you think the 100 strongest people are in the world?
Mm-hmm.
And it's to me, you said you didn't.
I
Are
haven't
they
looked it
all
up. I have
men?
no
Are they
idea.
all women? Is there a mix? All the men and all the women in the world, are men stronger than women physically, generally speaking?
We did talk about this earlier.
Well, I'm just
so-
asking, generally speaking, are men physically stronger than women?
Now, all the rest of the girls know the answer. They know the answer, guys. And the fact that they're being quiet shows, guys, why? If you decide to take a chick seriously, guys, I'm telling you guys, all of her stupid friends either got to go or you got to go. Straight up, man. Look at this.
Didn't I already say that I could not answer the question?
Pound for
Like,
pound,
without-
they are. Muscle density, bone density is proven that
I'm
men
pretty sure we all answered yes.
superior to that.
No,
she
she's
didn't.
not
She's not
answering.
answering.
She's saying she doesn't know.
Which I think is fair and a
No,
really
we just
good-
referenced statistics that showed that
That's
95.
grip strength. That's
91
one
Grip,
movement in
grip
the
strength is
entire body.
grip strength is a huge grip strength is huge evidence of your upper body strength.
Yeah.
That's your hand.
Well, let's-
And you said it's not related to fighting strength. I used to wrestle in high school. Now,
Hey,
Let's try it this way. You went to high school,
Nick,
right?
Nick, can you
For
look
2
up the
years.
male
When you went to high school
world
for the 2
deadlift
years
record
and
and
you
the
looked
female world
around your
deadlift record?
environment,
Thanks.
yeah,
would you
look up-
say that the men in the high school were stronger than the women in the high school?
See, look at this one. Even this freak in the pink is shaking her head like, what are you talking about?
No,
Like when you just look
No?
around,
not always.
I don't
On
know.
average.
just
Oh my-
most of them. Most of them
Here,
were stronger
There's
than
a
if-
lot of
let me ask you a
small guys
question.
in my
If we
school,
were
at
to-
least.
are you familiar with like Olympics, right?
And guys, this is why, guys, at some point, there's going to be chicks calling into this show, guys. I don't have to. I'll give them one chance, guys, and then I can't do this. I can't, guys. Guys, guys, here. Let's skip.
You know how
ahead,
there's
right?
weight
'Cause he actually brings
When-
up. Look at this.
stronger than women. Nobody would ever oppose this.
On this topic. I don't know if I want to say agree to disagree on this because I mean, there is the truth, there is fact, and the fact is that generally speaking, men are just stronger, physically stronger than women. Did you have something?
I just wanted to have him finish what he was saying about me and my arguments. I would like
That you're a
would like to see
moron.
proof.
So in order to
Let's try to keep it to less than 2 minutes,
yeah.
probably.
So in order
Yeah,
to
I need
make
to
it
keep
just
things
at
moving.
least an argument at all, we have to first agree with some type of descriptive reality. If we can't agree to descriptive reality, we can't even have an argument. It's so absurd that we can't agree to the
Now, guys, watch. He's gonna call her stupid. She's there like, oh, why?
descriptive reality on this topic. He's absolutely right. Just move on as fast as possible because it's totally unproductive. Of course, men are on average stronger than women. Nobody would ever oppose this, right? I've never heard it in my life, ever, never, not even once. This is the first time. So congratulations.
Wait, last thing on
I
this.
also, I'm sorry. I also just find it fascinating because earlier in the conversation, when we were talking about Marines, you were like,
Guys, this is
Versus
when they bring
female
up. This is high school boys versus female Olympians, guys.
Olympians. This would be their overall medal count if they were to compete against each other in the Olympics. Those are the medals that all the boys would win. That's how many medals the women would win. Scroll down.
the best female athletes in the world.
Okay, so this is track and field. 2016 high school boys versus 2016 Olympic women's finalists. Okay, so I think this is high school boys in the U.S. versus all women in the Olympics is the highest level of athletic competition. So this is the 100 meters. Scroll down, Nick.
They would take all the medals. At the end, guys, she's like, "Well, I still can't."